Welcome, everybody. This is the Soccer Shop podcast. I'm your host, Steven, owner of Extreme Soccer here in Bakersfield. Um, to my left, I have one of my great friends, one of my work buddies, is Ben Boyles. He's been involved in the soccer community for a while and actually started up the soccer team with the Kern County Sheriff's Office. So what's up, man?
Beautiful day, man.
Huh?
Glad
It's
to be
nice
here.
little weather. Huh?
Yeah, we
It's
finally.
been raining all crazy, right?
Hey, but for podcast day, clear skies, baby. That's it.
Clear skies, got little lights going, got a little camera action.
That's it.
It's kind of cool. I was trying to change the scenery from not doing it in the store because it was
Yeah.
kind of like I had to shut down the store a lot, and then like it was too compact. But I kind of like this. This is kind of
Yeah,
cool.
mix it up. It's good. The weather's perfect, right? Short sleeve. I
You
could
know,
have rocked some shorts. Had I
Maybe we
wanted
should
to.
like start kicking the ball after this or something.
Oh man, I got one in the truck. We had
But,
practice yesterday. But.
So what's up, man? Kind of want to dive into the whole Kern County Sheriff's Office soccer team.
Yeah.
Why did that kind of transpire? How did that come out?
So Detective, Claudia Udy, right?
Yeah.
Detective Claudia Udy, for those who don't know, her and I had kind of separately had this dream for 5 or 7 years now. And then maybe 3 years ago, we came together. Individually, we just couldn't make it happen. But together, we finally made this happen. So we've been rocking probably like a solid 2 years now. We knew that the Police Olympics happened in San Diego. We knew that the Nevada Games happened in Vegas. We wanted to be a part of it. And so we finally made it happen.
That's cool. Big turnouts or
We struggled at first, but I think we have a core group of probably 20 that are like serious, right?
Yeah.
And then we could, if we needed to, right, we could probably get up to like 30, 35, but these are going to be some people that more recreational, right, as compared to competitive, more serious for these games.
Yeah.
But we invite anybody and everybody out. So we'll try to practice. Right now, we're kind of coming back into it. We're on our break time. But we'll run 1-2 practices a week, and it's open for whoever. And then when we get closer to Vegas, which is going to be in August, then we lock down. We start. We haven't had to do tryouts yet. That could come later on as we grow.
Yeah.
But obviously, we have to be more selective because we want to remain competitive.
Of course. What are some of the things that we're trying to? Because I mean, I feel like other agencies probably already had soccer teams, and they probably have like crazy amount of players on each team.
Oh yeah.
What was the trials and error or like tribulations of trying to get this thing going? Because I felt like this should have been done like a long time ago.
Oh yeah, for sure. Just with our community, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a big soccer community. I would say, you'd say, right?
100%.
And we have the staff. It's just we're just getting it linked up. But now that we learned. Well, I always kind of knew. Okay, so in law enforcement sports, there are agencies, whether people knew it or not, that solicit players for their abilities. Hey, you want to be a cop? Like, hey, you're super great at softball, or some dude that's getting out of college baseball that didn't go pro. What's up, bro? You want to play softball for our law enforcement team? Come be a cop. So this does happen. We don't do that. We're not on that level, but there are agencies that do that. Hey, touche.
Yeah, why not?
Good for you. But we learned, yes, the bigger agencies like LA. I mean, some of these guys might even see this. They have 2 or 3 legit teams, but I mean, they're pulling from what 10,000 officers each. LA, SO, and PD. So, and we played both of them this last time in Vegas. Not as good as we wanted, but we learned a lot. And I think this August will be a better showing for sure.
Right on. That's crazy too. So like this whole so talk more about the games in Vegas. What is that? Is it like a bunch of sports, or is it just
Oh, yeah.
soccer, or?
Yeah, so San Diego does it. I forget the exact name of that. I think that might be the Police and Fire Olympics. They might use the word Olympics in San Diego. Forgive me, we got a little gnat. Nevada's the Nevada Police and Fire Games, and so there's everything, man. You've got running, you've got weightlifting, there's golf, there's the soccer, indoor, outdoor, softball, man, everything that you can think of. It's a big event, right? They host it like any convention would be. You have your host hotel, and then they just rent out all the fields all over Vegas, and it's maybe it's like a 7 to 10 day thing, right? Soccer will be 3 days, right? Golf will be however long. And they run it. But it's a cool thing. Let's see, last year, how many teams were in there with us? 8, 9, 10 teams? Yeah. And then, so, had your kind of your bracket play, and then based on points, right, you moved on. So we did not make it out of the bracket there. But
I feel like a lot of that is you have to go and compete.
Well, you have
to see where you're at.
If we didn't do that last year, we wouldn't have known what to expect. And now use the term, but we got to build back better. Not that that's the term I want to use there, but that's what needs to happen. And we've partnered more with BPD. So one BPD officer went with us last year. I think we're going to be able to have 4 or 5 this year. So kind of merge. So it's a Kern County team, not just SO. So yeah, anybody watching this, if you can ball and you're first responder, get at us. We have we have an Instagram page. I believe it's KCFC, where you can get a hold of Steven at the shop and solicit us. So we can get you playing with us.
See, that's cool. Like, I feel like opening it up to the Kern County, 800,000 square miles of this place, right? I'm sure there's players that are willing to.
Yeah.
Granted, I mean, everyone has different times and different days off, so it's kind of crazy to try to like facilitate a practice with everyone's schedules, right?
Oh yeah.
And not only that, like the sheriff's office offering the soccer program, not only just benefits them as playing something they like, but I feel like it helps in other ways too, right? Like,
yeah, so the mental health side, right?
health.
So that's another reason why Claudia and I wanted to put this together is it's that escape, right? Everybody can go out.
For sure.
Physical fitness, which I mean has always been a hot topic for
100%.
law enforcement. So staying fit, staying in shape. And then like for me, maybe it was for you, whatever drama you have going on in your life, when you're out on the pitch, at least for me, it's gone, right? You're focused on that ball, your teammates, and you're playing. And then when the whistle's done, maybe you go back to your whatever drama you have. But at least for that 90, you're free, right?
Yeah, for
and
sure.
so that's how it works for me.
I think that's a big thing for people, finding that escape to kind of like relax.
Yeah,
because I mean, in the police world, it's pretty stressful, right? You know, you're working. Were we working nights?
Oh yeah, some nights, baby, some nights.
Oh.
I got off this morning at 7, and
I gotta do that anymore.
I got a quick hour nap on the couch before the kids woke up.
Crazy. And I appreciate you coming down here, bro. I remember I was trying to hit you up for this. You're like, well, Sunday, it's gonna work, but I'm gonna be coming off shift already. And I was like, oh, what you do? He's like, but also do it. I was like, oh, heck yeah.
No, I'm down.
But yeah, so like people that work nights, right? That's kind of tough for them to try to facilitate a practice. But not only that, it helps them, right, escape something. But I mean, shoot, the family can all get involved by watching them play. You know what I mean? I feel like it's a whole thing in itself to help law enforcement and just general.
It is, which we'll bring up the other topic. So we've done some not so friendly, some friendly, not so friendlies against BPD, right? It's always going to be competitive. That's just how it's going to be. So we've played them twice, not to brag. SO's on top both games. But that has become a community event where we've had families come out and watch, right? We've opened it up to the public. So those 2 games, and we've raised monies for either the PAL, Police Activities League, or SAL, Sheriff's Activities League. So that's been great, and there will be more iterations of that in the future.
Yeah.
And then we'll get this plug real quick too. We do the community engagement side. There's a little piece to that we do where we've played a couple youth teams to help them fundraise.
Remember seeing those?
So yeah, whoever's watching this, get a hold of Steven or hit us up on the KCFC on Instagram. But we will come and we will play your team. Preferably like to do 12-year-olds or older. Just we don't want to mess with the injuries. And then hey, we're down. You're 18-year-olds. Hey, let's ball. You know what I mean? Like you might spank us up, but we're down. But yeah, if you have a team, you got the U14s, whatever. Let's schedule a game. We'll find a place. We can charge for entry. You'll make money that way.
100%.
Each one of our players will pitch in $15, $20. You're going to get $400 or $500 right there. And let's see if we can get you $1,000 for your team to fundraise. So
that's kind of cool. Like I feel like doing those types of things with the community actually stimulates the engagement with police and civilian people, right? It makes it seem like, hey, they're not scary cops. They actually like want to play soccer and like a sport that I feel like is very universal, right?
It is.
Doesn't matter what race, language you speak. I feel like, or whatever you're going through, playing soccer is like a universal language. You can just play and be put in a spot, and you know how to play.
Oh, it's a beautiful game, right? You throw the ball out on the pitch. You get people from 20 countries.
Don't
you
matter.
roll that ball out there, they're gonna start. Hey, you're with me. You're with me. You're with them. Let's ball.
And that's the crazy thing about that. And I feel like soccer is just starting to blow up. And I feel like in Bakersfield, it's been here for a very long time. I always felt like it's always been kind of like that suppressed. Like, yeah, I played soccer for like a little bit, or because everything's glorified with like the football and baseball. But I feel like soccer is coming up, man. I feel like America, right, in the terms of the soccer world, is starting to kind of show its face. I feel like a lot of that is coming from. I mean, it could be the newer generation of kids, or the way they promote it. I guess social media is a lot more different now, TikToking and
Oh, yeah.
Instagram. And I mean, shoot, man, I feel like I'm old in just that realm. I don't even know how to post anything, you know?
Oh yeah, I'm learning.
We got to hire Diego to do all this stuff, you
Yeah,
know?
shout out to
he's the one that's
Diego.
doing all these cameras.
Oh yeah.
But no, that's cool. I like the community engagement. You know, I mean, shoot, I went to a couple practices and man, you guys had me running.
Yeah. No, I mean,
And
that's
I was
the point.
blistered up.
Yeah, cardio, right?
God
Cardio,
damn,
baby.
I think I had like 20 blisters on my feet, to be honest.
Oh, I'm taping toes. Yeah.
So for soccer for you as well, did you grow up playing soccer?
I did. Yeah. So obviously you start with AYSO when you're younger.
Of course.
There's more avenues now, I think, right?
Oh,
But
yeah.
back then it was AYSO.
Yeah.
So you start there, and then you realize maybe you're a little more advanced than the group,
Mm-hmm.
right? So then came a time where I was doing baseball and soccer, and my parents were like, "Hey, bro, like you got to decide. We can't keep doing
Yeah.
this. Is nuts." So I go the soccer route, right? So I think I was 12, jump on a local club team, which doesn't exist anymore. It's a little one-off, like the Cyclones, Hurricanes. We had some weather names back in the day, but yeah. So did that from 12 to 18, right? And then Highland, did 3 years varsity at Highland, 06 graduating year. And then at that time, so I wasn't like super good to go to CSUB in ball. And then BC, Bakersfield College at the time didn't have the program,
Yeah.
the whole Title IX, whatever, right? You got to have this, got to have that. So I did the soccer class at BC for fun. And then what we call, if that's still appropriate, Mexican League, right? Which I think we still
No,
call
it's
it.
still wrong.
So I jumped in with the boys, and you know, I did the Mexican League, and then up until I'm gonna be 38 next month. I think my team, we dissolved like 2 seasons ago, but some of them came out yesterday, and we practiced, right? So I'm
Well,
still
that's
playing with them. But so I was doing Mexican League for whatever that is, dang near 20 years after graduating high school. Just It's a beautiful game. We love it.
No,
right?
for sure.
We can't stop until the doctor says or the body says that we can't play anymore.
Yeah.
But yeah, we had practice yesterday, and
How's that?
still going. It was good. It was
Turn
good.
out?
Had some buddies come out. I think we just did a little 3-on-3, 4-on-4. 2 weeks ago, we had a little 8-on-8. So just whoever can make it. But like you said, schedules, right? Like, so I want to
Hard.
run it. I want to run it Saturday mornings. Even though I get off work Saturday morning, I go back Saturday night. I got a little gap. I want to run it. But some guys work Saturday days or whatever the drama is. So we got to work on bringing in a weeknight, right? And then, so I like to keep it East Side because I'm East Sider. But Pal's been gracious to let us use the fields over
That's
there
tight.
at their Pal Center. And then we will run some at Polo sometimes for the West Side guys.
How
But
long has BPD's team been going on, you know?
I think we brought them about. I don't know their history, but us coming in and starting those fundraiser games like we did, and then kind of challenging them, I think that brought them to life, whether they were back in the day or not.
Yeah.
Definitely, they haven't really had it in the last 5 or 7 years. So we kind of together we're coming into
That's
this.
kind of
and
cool.
They have, they have a good team. They have good players. Like we're going to merge with them for Vegas, which
Well,
will,
that was my next question. Did they compete in this Las Vegas?
they did not.
Oh, they
no,
didn't.
They didn't. We just had the one officer that went with us, and then like I said, we're going to take 4 or 5 more of them, and that'll really bolster our midfield. Because that was one thing that we were lacking, was just controlling that middle, I think. So that'll help. But yeah, it's going to be good, man.
And then a lot of the guys that are playing, they've played soccer before, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so on our competitive side, it's all guys that played at a higher level, we'll say, right? We don't have any college ballers, but some of the city guys. I think there's a CSUB dude. There's probably a TAF guy or two. You know how it is around here. You always get a TAF guy or two. So we have that elevated level, which will help us in Vegas against these LA teams who are pretty dominant. It's gonna be good.
That's pretty tight. As far as community engagement, you have anything coming up anytime soon? Or?
Nothing planned. So getting through the winter, but we're gearing up to get back for Vegas, and this will help. We'll promote it through here too. If anybody has a team, get at us. We're down to help you fundraise for your kids. Fun for us, bridging the gap, like you said.
100%.
Because we're just big kids, man. Like, yeah, we carry a gun during the day, but like right here, we're chilling. Like,
Yeah.
I'd be down to play footy right now. You know, it's the human side of it. That's just our job. It's part of who we are. It's not all of who we are. So.
Yeah. I feel like we need to start kicking off more of those because I feel like a lot of that is helping as far as obviously getting in shape, but
Oh yeah,
just stimulating that community engagement.
that's it.
Because I feel like a lot of these we lose that like translation of like we're good people. We're just normalized people.
That's it, man.
We're not just like the
Mhm.
big bad person behind a badge.
Robots, yeah.
And we're not robots. You know, we bleed the same. We all bleed red. Like, so I
That's it.
understand that. Like, but it's also cool too that you and Claudia were able to like develop or get this going. 'Cause I feel like it was like trying to happen and it just never did, and then it finally did.
Oh, yeah.
And then also too, it's just like people don't understand like soccer's like it's pretty cool, you know. Like it's easy to do. Someone that has never played before can probably kind of figure it out, you know. Unlike other sports, baseball, there's a lot more little things you have to do and more things, more equipment. But at least with soccer, you just need a ball.
Yeah,
And
get a pair of cleats, right?
And
Go
a
get
pair of shoes.
Yeah, $50 cleats. You ain't got to go crazy. Old school
you don't
Vapors,
gotta
right?
spend no money. But if you're
And
looking
you can
for
buy them
cleats,
there. Yeah.
if you're looking for cleats,
There's the plug.
stop at Extreme Soccer Bakersfield because we have everything.
That's it.
But yeah, so I just feel like we should. Because I'm always keeping in contact with you where you're at, because you left for where I was working, and I want to like stimulate more of those community engagement things, and that way we can kind of streamline more of it. Like it's more of a monthly thing.
Oh no, for sure.
You know, and I feel like a lot more recruitment can happen during that, and I feel like the big clubs, Surf and Aztecs, can kind of help with putting one of their teams in wanting to play.
Oh,
you know?
man.
And I feel like they don't want to play.
Dude,
know?
I think like one of those like U14, even one of those U14 girls teams, bro, would give us a run.
Oh, dude, play one of the GA
Yeah.
teams and Surf, and they'll give you a run for your
I'll
money.
be down, yeah.
You know,
because it's all about the cardio, right? Freeing the mind, having fun, raising money, and
yeah,
advertisement for you, and
for sure.
maybe get you a sponsor a little bit. Say what?
But so going back to employment, how long have you been working with the sheriff's office?
Almost 14 years. Yeah, coming up on 14, man.
What's your rank right now?
Time flies, sergeant. Yeah, sergeant out.
Shoot.
Northeast area, night supervisor.
How's that going?
It's vampire, bro. It's vampire. No, it's not bad. I like it.
I can't do nights.
I have a good crew, and one of our players, we know Padilla. He works for me out there.
Oh,
so,
is he?
yeah.
Oh, he's out there.
Mhm.
Oh, shoot. All right.
So I had him last night, and then he balled with us Saturday morning, and then said I don't go to work till 9 p.m. Right? He had to be to work at 3, but he still came out and balled with us at
He's
9.
young.
At 9 in the morning.
He's young.
After just running 6 miles with our Baker to Vegas team. But he's young, so
he's super young. So hey, man, more power to you.
Shout out to Padilla, man.
Yeah, that's so it's 14 years. How's it been?
Yeah, it's been good, man.
Yeah.
Good. Kind of worked all over the place, right? All the different spots, patrol, and then took a break. Now back on patrol now, and ride this out for a couple of years, and then maybe promote. Right? I still have 17 years to do, man. So
Thinking about promoting?
Yeah. Well, not like right away, but yeah, it's 17 years is a long time. So we gotta see where the water takes us. But,
right?
Long career, man. 14 flew. But then you look at 17 coming up, like, dang, but it'll fly.
Yeah, usually.
It'll fly, man.
How's it feel being sergeant level now?
It's cool. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. You were a senior for a little bit, right?
Yeah, did the whole senior
downtown.
thing.
That was cool.
We all just signed our EPR, so probation's done.
Oh, there
so
it
that's
is.
cool.
Locked
so, yeah, we all did well. There's a couple of us Pro B sergeants out there out east. So we all signed EPRs.
Are you wanting to transfer back to city anywhere?
A day shift would be cool.
Yes.
Yeah, nights are interesting for the family. But yeah, getting back to a day shift. I have a transfer in. We'll see what happens. But yeah, just getting back in sync with the family. You know how it is, man. Family's first, right?
I remember.
We work to live. We don't live to work.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, I used to do what you're doing. Shoot, you're running off of your Friday, right? And you're coming off of a 07, and I would just stay up.
Yeah, well, so I do. So I took that hour nap because the kids were asleep. So if I go home and everybody's still asleep, I'll just knock out on the couch real quick until they wake up, right? Then smash out the pancakes and whatever's gonna happen. But a lot of times it's transition day. So sometimes they're awake and I'll be up 28 hours before I go to sleep with them tonight, right? We all go to bed same time, get back on track for a few days, and then Wednesday, boom, back on nights, and then we do it. But that's just the life of the Graves, right?
Yeah, I was like, Joe, I'll never. I know when I transferred back to downtown, I was just like, the days, I was like, dude, this was night and day difference, man. Just as a person, you're more like, I feel like you're more just alive. Every day you're waking up with the family.
Yeah.
You're kind of coming home at a decent time, versus the nights. It's like, oh, I'm leaving while everyone's coming home from work or whatever.
That's how it is, man.
So.
That hug and kiss and get out the door. It's healthier too, I think, for the day shift, man. I think there's studies about it. I can't quote nothing, but I'm pretty sure there's studies about how, so many years on nights, it does affect you health-wise.
Yeah, I think it declines your life expectancy.
It probably does. Probably knocks them,
Well, I remember too, man. Shoot, I was working one zone, and you're just over there, just like trying to figure out where I'm gonna go, and like, because you don't know what's gonna pop off, right?
No.
Trying to figure out where I'm gonna warm up my food at. You just don't know.
Yeah, that is that game in Metro. Luckily, us on the subs, it's a little bit slower pace, right? So
true.
Usually you can count on your meal coming, right?
Yeah.
So that's the good thing. But yeah, Metro was a different beast, man. I remember I started in Metro, did first 5-6 years in Metro. So Yeah, good times, right?
I know the department's kind of, it's shoot, man. We've hired so many people.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
overtime's gone, but
Well, that's a thing. Yeah,
that's a
it
that's
comes in waves.
it does.
We'll get
Yeah,
back to it. I'm
I
sure.
think I kind of when I came in, I think I came in 2018. It was endless, right?
Oh yeah, sky's the limit, right?
You know, and then at that time there was pretty much just work. You know,
That's
it's,
it,
and
man.
it's the first time I ever experienced that kind of shift work. And then when I left to patrol for a little bit, and then you know experienced all that stuff, and then came back to downtown just for like more or less like the family purposes.
Heck yeah.
But yeah, man, law enforcement's crazy. I feel like there's always should be some type of like escape if there's possible. You know, I
Gotta
feel
have it.
like I mean you hear with all these like suicide stuff like that happens or this built up things. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I mean as long as like the agency can offer like some type of thing like what you and Claudia did, soccer is awesome. You know,
Oh yeah.
if they can offer more sports or some type of other outlet, that's pretty cool.
That's it. Got to do
You
it, man.
know?
Mental health is huge for everybody, not just law enforcement, but for everybody. And
Mm-hmm.
right, we'll get a little plug, man. If if you need somebody, talk to somebody, man, and then check on your people.
100%.
Always check on your people because you never know, man. You'll hear some things sometimes like that squirrel, like what do you say?
Mm-hmm.
And you don't just blow it off. You know what I mean? You gotta
Talk to
gotta
people. I, mean,
look
I feel like
into
a
it.
lot of that translation stuff of like the newer generation. Like back then, I want to talk to you face to face.
Mhm.
We're not over here secret scrolling stuff.
No,
Like,
no.
don't be hesitant to not pull your partner aside and ask him.
Yeah, what's
They're
going
not
on, bro?
gonna, hey,
Everything
what's up? You
good?
good?
What can we do for you? You know?
You know, I always felt like that little like, hey man, you good? No, I'm good. Oh, okay. It kind of like does that little reset. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I always felt like that kind of worked.
Have to, man.
You know, and then the whole just I don't know. Some people love it, some people don't. Some people just do it for the job. Some people do it for for the.
Oh yeah, there's people that are married to this game. You know guys like that. It's like, do you ever see your family, dude?
So like, bro,
you might,
you need to go home.
you might want to see your family. You're missing stuff,
You
right?
need to
Like your
just-
kid just turned whatever. You know, like do you even know what your kid just turned? What birthday it
He's
was?
18 now.
Mm-hmm. Oh dang. Yeah, it's real sad that does happen to some people. But we're all different. You know, we all deal with stuff differently. But
100%.
I think for you and I, like you said, you went downtown for the family, and then which now allowed this opportunity for
Oh
you
yeah,
to
I
do
mean,
this.
this would have never happened if I didn't make like. I feel like things happen for a reason, and I made a switch just to kind of balance the whole family life out, and
Mhm.
you know, and it got 100% better switching the days.
Amen.
And then this whole opportunity now we're lights and cameras and
Yeah, and the kids are involved, right? Too. That was your daughter that did one of the.
yeah. So like one of my second ones that I did, it was my daughter, right?
Yeah.
And so that's kind of cool. Like that's my biggest thing for this whole thing is kind of to bring a light in different aspects of like the sport. You know, like obviously
Mhm.
this is like the law enforcement side of it, and you know it's just kind of cool to have you here and to like explain like the reasoning on why they created it. You know, and it's obviously because you and Claudia, you know, played soccer and you know how much of it like a stress relief it is for people.
Oh yeah.
And then it was simultaneously playing the game because it's fun, and then two, it's a mental health help, you know. But yeah, I did my daughter on the second podcast, and I was like, you know what, I think this is like something because for me, cameras and like this stuff, I'm not really good at this, you know.
Yeah.
But it's
new.
I feel like people that I'm very comfortable with, like you, it's more of like a conversation.
Yeah, that's all it is, man.
It's cool to do this and kind of bring light to stuff, and I don't know, like it's kind of weird though, huh? Like all these lights and
Yeah. No,
cameras.
it's a trip. Luckily, from working in the department, I've had to do several interviews and whatnot. So,
Right? Yeah.
because I was the SAL coordinator for
Oh
2
yeah,
years,
for
man.
sure.
So
So
I go on the
you're
news.
good.
and-
You're good at this.
In the beginning, I was nervous, dude. I'd be up there like, oh crap. This is definitely more relaxed too, instead of standing in the studio.
Oh yeah.
like,
You know, I got these little comfy chairs. And
Yeah,
they're pretty,
dude, you're chill.
They're pretty comfy,
So I'm
huh?
not sweating all over it. You
Yeah.
know? But, hey, man, I appreciate you having me, man. And
That's cool. Like, what's some good advice you can give to some Sal kids that want to play some soccer?
oh, I see. Okay, well, so as you know too, like the whole American system of pay to play, that's always been scrutinized,
Yeah.
right? So that is unfortunately the thing. So the SAL kids, we can work on getting a team. So our SAL program, it's not quite where PAL is, right? PAL's a big
Oh, yeah.
entity, self-funded, right? We're not there yet with the SAL program, but the goal is to get there. And then once we get a team, then there will be a free option for these kiddos, right? But right now, I don't know if PAL's league that they're running right now, if there still is a fee. It might be minimal. But even I-9, there's a fee. AYSO, there's a fee. There's always a money tied to this. So it's tough. And I know a lot of people don't want to do things for free or give their time.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got to find a way where we get away from the pay-to-play system, and these programs find these kids and bring them in. I think it's just a sponsorship deal, right?
100%.
Is what it is. And then because there's probably a bunch of ballers that just don't have the opportunity, man.
They get lost in the
And then
cracks.
that's the future of the sport here locally, and then in this country, we got World Cup coming up, right? Just imagine how many people never got their shot.
That's what I always think too. Is I always feel like America has always been behind a little. You know,
Mhm.
if you compare from like the European aspect and then like you see the American, it's always like, you know, they these guys over here, they do something different than what we do. We're over
Well,
here
it
to
works,
monetize
right?
stuff, and I mean sometimes it's just like, how about we just do this like for free?
Yeah, let's
You know,
try it.
and see how it
Yeah.
works.
The big programs are already there,
Hmm.
right? And they can find kids. You support them that way, the whole pipeline, right?
Yeah,
Some club could come in. Well, Cal South runs the soccer park out there, Hart Park, right?
Yeah.
Like where ASO goes. It'd be cool if they could somehow create something, at least like super cheap, man, right? And then you just bring it in, and these players get funneled to the different levels that they fit into, right? And then, yeah, that would be cool. Maybe one day, but hey, World Cup's coming. I think Canada's got the tougher group, right? Mexico and the U.S. have an won't say easier group, but have a better group.
yeah.
I expect both Mexico and USA to make it out of the group.
When they
We'll
hit
see.
the 16s, though, they're usually getting bumped out.
Yeah. So I know Mexico's having a little rough time right now, but you got 4 months, 4 months to figure it out, and hopefully both teams do well, because
Yeah.
obviously, you know, in our community, those are the two big teams to follow.
Yeah, I mean,
so.
shoot, man, for the store, it's always like, oh, do you guys have Mexico jerseys, or do
Oh,
you
yeah.
have USA jerseys?
Yeah, I bet you're selling Mexico jerseys like
100%.
crazy.
God, it's crazy. Like,
Oh.
just like the volume of, well, then, and you always think about like how is a soccer store open, you know? And then I always think about like other stores. It's like, bro, if you really think about it, like the most lucrative business in this world is soccer.
Mm-hmm.
You can try to, I think you can try to defend on another sport like softball, baseball, or any other like kind of sport like that. But it's not as year round as soccer is, and it's kind of
No.
crazy to think that it's always been on that like back burner. It's like, bro, like how is the city gonna provide another softball field, right? And it's like, and it's gently used, right? And it's nice state of the art fields.
Right.
But then we have the Kern County Soccer Park where it's like overgrown and it's all crazy, and it's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
bro, these I'm telling you, these kids that play this sport, there's hundreds of thousands of dollars monthly of moving
Mhm.
money that these things can generate, you know. And I've
Oh,
always
yeah.
thought about like, man, this Bakersfield needs something to where like to to showcase those that are less fortunate, to the ones that fall through the cracks, the ones that are ballers, right?
Yeah.
Those are always ones that get
They're there.
lost because they're there, but they just
Mhm.
never. There's no one them to grab them from here to put them right here, because what ends up happening is like, well, how long can you fund them for? Like, because
Yep.
they can't afford it, right? Because mom and dad are probably working really hard Monday through Friday, and it's like they can't, you know.
Mm-hmm. Can't get them there. No
They can't
transportation.
then that's another thing, right? The parent aspect to the club world is like, or just in general sports, it's like there's a parent aspect, right? The kid can't just drive himself to
No.
practice. You have to facilitate that, and so it's a whole thing, and it's like, bro, if Bakersfield were to come together as like one entity and just be like, look, we need like one club team here and one state of the art facility.
Yeah, just pipeline it all the way up. And
You would
that
just
one
pipeline-
program.
You have one program. This is
Legit.
just what makes sense, right?
Mhm.
You have one program. You can even have a rec side and a competitive side to it,
Mhm.
and you have every best opportunity of kid that's there. You
Yep.
know, and I feel like just that in itself can help out a lot.
Oh yeah, dude. If you did well, and nobody's. I don't know if they'll ever do it, because you have all these programs here in town now, right? Like nobody wants to merge, because oh well, then who's going to be? Well, I'll merge with you, but am I in charge? Or are you in charge, right?
We can't both be in charge.
Yeah, and it's a thing. But yeah, if Bakersfield did that, and you just had like whatever, just pick Bakersfield FC just for being simple, and everybody ran through this pipeline, dude, that program would be legit, and you'd
Well,
be competing.
Not only that would be legit, right? You're able to allow the bigger clubs or the bigger club programs like the GA League or the ECNL, possibly MLS Next,
Mm-hmm.
to actually look at this city and be like, look, there's a bunch of ballers out of this place. How about we give them ECNL?
Yeah, let's get
And,
them.
and they have a nice field, nice state of the art facility that's maintained properly. The city backs them, right?
That's a big thing.
That's the biggest part, is the city. The city and the county. They want to open up more fields of like baseball and all that and football and open it up. And I understand there's like that population of people. And don't get me wrong, like I'm looking about putting my son into football, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
But that's why not do these things? Because there's other counties and cities in California currently that just opened up um, like a state of the art facility with soccer.
Yeah,
They
no,
opened like a 12.
legit ones.
I think they opened like a 12 or 15 field thing in Sacramento just recently, and I was just like, bro, like that's badass.
Yeah.
Why don't we just do something like
I
that?
wish. Well, because I believe it was the county had Hart Park, had the soccer park,
Mhm.
right? And then whatever that went to crap, lack of better words. And then Cal South had to come in and save it. I believe that's how it was. And
Yeah.
but see, people get pissed off. So even if you're a kid or your parent and you want to sign your kid up for AYSO right now, which is what in the fall or whatever,
Mhm.
right? You got to pay 150 to 180, right? So that's your fee. But dude, you're darn near $8-9 in parking a day that's going straight to Cal South, right? And I get it, they got to make their money somehow, but
Of
it's
course.
so now you look at another $100 for the season, right? So now you're pushing up to upwards of $3 to have your kid play this season. It's tough on people, man. And the fields are still crap.
Crappy.
Fields are still crap. Sorry, Cal South. I played. I was all a part of your world, but the fields are crap.
I mean, to what they can do for themselves to facilitate it, they're doing the best they can. Cause I
Yeah.
understand it's like you gotta have like lawnmowers, and all you have to have staff. I gotta pay the staff, and then like water. I understand all that, but it's just
Yeah.
like okay, well we need some more money to kind of like make it better. Cause I
Mhm.
think I'm trying to think back when I was playing. Dude, the soccer park at one point was pretty nice.
Yeah, when I was a kid playing AYSO out there, and even my early days of club, it was good. But then I remember later into high school going out there for that Garces tournament, right? That big Garces tournament. You
Yeah.
start noticing like, hey man, these aren't the best. And then even getting worse into now I'm 25 doing the Mexican League out there with the boys, and it's like, hey, like come on, man.
Yeah, the pit, there's holes everywhere, right?
Yeah.
No one's filling them in.
So you mark them with cones. So you're playing. Well, I mean, it's competitive. You know, it's not professional, or whatever, obviously. But you're playing your Mexican League game, and you're having to mark holes with cones. And maybe you've seen it. I've seen it for sure, especially out at the State Farm Park, whatever, right?
Yeah.
Dudes blowing knees out, like horrible, because these massive holes, you know. And you're putting 3 cones around that sucker, right?
Yeah.
Trying to like, hey, but you know, your peripheral, you're balling. You don't always see it. The ball goes where the ball goes, and anyways, people getting hurt. But yeah, if we can get a good facility, man, that would
I think a
change
facility
things.
is like the biggest thing that Bakersfield needs, and then also just like all clubs coming together.
And this
that-
place is helping too, though. Sportsplex, shout
Yeah.
out to them.
Yeah, for sure.
I
Shout
still
out to
haven't played
Sportsplex.
here, but this is good. And I always see the pictures. It's like it's always running, right? The nights. I don't even know what days they're doing it, but it seems like there's leagues just going.
Like Monday through Friday for sure. There's leagues going on here.
Yeah. I don't know the fees. I don't know how much they're charging, but it seems to be full all the time. So
yeah,
that's
I mean
good.
it looks good. I mean I've seen the Instagram posts here, and it's
Mhm.
like that's kind of the biggest reason why I was doing the podcast in the shop, and it's cool, but it's like I have to like shut it all down. Like I have to close the store and like,
Yeah.
all that. And I'm just like, you know what? Maybe I need to like see where else. And then I'm thinking like I could do it at the park. But I was like, well, Sportsplex kind of has like the whole look. You know, they have like the
Yeah, it's the
field, they have
vibe right
this.
here.
This field specifically, this is field 8.
Yeah.
This kind of has like the outdoor with the posts. Everything else is kind of embedded.
Yeah, no, this has the goals in front of the gate. Right?
Yeah, so which is
More of a
kind
full-size.
of nice. So like I like this is cool. You know, like what they're doing, what they turned this into has been like
Yeah,
pretty
it's
well.
good.
So like they've done their part, you know, as far as
Yeah,
making soccer a little bit better for the community.
more accessible.
You know, it's more accessible. It's this is like a nice enclosed area.
Yeah, semi centrally located, right? Not too
Yeah,
far.
we're off of Ming and
Yeah.
Acres or Ash.
Yeah,
Ming
not
and Ash.
super southwest, but I mean it's reasonable because it took me. I'm east side, right? I'm deep northeast. I mean I think I got here 20 minutes, right, hitting the freeway. It's not bad.
Yeah, so
Not
I
bad.
feel like they did their part, and it's much appreciated that it's still running. You know, so that tells you itself like if this place is still going, there's that amount of people that are still involved in this soccer.
Well, the interest is
sport.
there, right? Like Tomas is still running his league out there, Hart Park.
Yeah.
They got the league out at State Farm. There's leagues, people. There's interest, right? There's people. Just keep it going. Keep the avenue there. Places to play. Lower cost as much as you can. I get it. Everybody wants to put profit over everything else. I mean, shit, I get it. That's a hard time. But
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is just trying to find that like median ground of like obviously there is some profitability too, but there has to be some player development aspect to this thing. And I feel like everyone has to come to an agreement. And I feel like a lot of these things, like I always go back to it. Like when I was working, I don't know, like 8 years ago with the store, and I worked there for 10 years prior to doing anything else. And then I come back later, it's still in the same spot. The names are different, team names
Yeah.
are different, but it's still pretty divided. Like there's this person, there's this team entity, there's this one, and then you have
Mhm.
like a lot of little ones, right? They're just trying to make that name for themselves, or trying to
That's
do
it.
something, or try to make that this one player be like, well, we raised and grown this player, you know.
The clouds. You want, oh yeah, we got so and so.
It's the whole clout situation, which is totally fine. It's understandable. But how about instead of you being like so personal about this one thing, you can do it as more of a whole.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because I always feel like there's always a divide of like, especially like, so my daughter's 2015 team. You know, there's probably other 2015 players that are probably good, but just can't afford to
Yeah,
be on this team.
they're just at
So how do
home or they're.
that's the gap part. Like, how do we do that? You know, and me and my wife have talked about it too. Like, just maybe we should start sponsoring some of these kids to do that. But then, how long do you do that for?
How long can you do? How long can you sustain it?
How
Yeah,
can we sustain that? So it's
that's
like, okay,
true.
well, we need help. So that's what we're probably need help trying to fund that portion of it. That way, we can get all these players that are back here into the front lines.
Mhm.
You know, because you know for sure they're gonna be starting on players. You know,
Oh yeah.
you know, and then sometimes it's just like it's it sucks to see like the only ones that can pay to play, right? And I don't know.
And there's good players there. There are good players
Yeah.
that have the money to play. I mean, there's no doubt about that. But there's also the players that are good that can afford. So call upon the community here too. I mean, if you got some money, let's look into this. Let's back us on this, right? Let's push this
Yeah, I
initiative
feel like
together.
it's a pretty big it's a topic that no one really likes to talk about, and I feel like a lot of the coaches are kind of like are gonna watch this and be like, man, I don't know what he's talking about. He's never been a coach. Exactly, I've never been a coach.
Oh yeah, they're gonna hate. There's always gonna be haters. But so what's an estimate of what you're paying now for a club season?
Man.
Like what would it cost?
Just a regular when you play Cal South, SoCal League. What I mean, are we averaging just to be on the club, or just to be like the travel?
Probably do like a total year. Like if someone in the community wanted to fund a kid right now, right? Yeah, I want to fund this kid for this whole season. So now you're talking the practices you're paying for the coaches, whatever goes into it, the hotels, the tournament, all those fees. Where do you think we'd be for a year?
I don't know.
Or monthly, what would one be paying? You know what I mean? You're
So
doing
for-
like $1,000 a month, or we less than that?
I mean, I think honestly, like just like I think maybe you're probably in the realm of 100 to 150 just to be associated to the team.
Right.
And depending what the total dues are going to be. And then there's also the uniform aspect, right? There's probably going to be anywhere from like 300 to 500 to set them all up with all their stuff.
Right.
So that's probably like the one-time cost, and so you have the $100 and $150 cost monthly. But then that's just like the basic part of being part of the club. And then I
Right.
think after that, then you have to start incorporating like the gas, the hotel stays.
Yeah. So we said we threw 5 G's at it, right? 5, 6
I think
G's.
that was I think that was the number that me and my wife had came up with. It's
Yeah.
approximately like $5,000
So
to
$5
fund
grand
one
to
kid.
sponsor a kid, man. So that's, I mean, you think about, like I said, I was with Sal, and I've seen donations come out of the woodwork for a group of, I use the word underprivileged or the socioeconomical disadvantaged
yeah.
kids, right? They're at-risk kids. And we have fat donations, right? Fat donations go to these programs. So the money's there. It's just we got to tailor it to, okay, can you sponsor maybe 1 or 2 kids? Like let's take your, right? Still a nonprofit, still get your tax deduction. Don't trip. Figure that out. But right, let's get some kids sponsored.
I feel like that and maybe in the beginning it starts off with like one kid, you know, and then see how that goes.
Yeah,
And
pilot program.
Maybe you do like another kid, and you do another one, and you do
Mhm.
another one. And now we're doing like at least maybe 10 a year, or 15 a
Yeah.
year.
I think the community would step in.
That and alone in itself would probably see a big significant difference as
Mhm.
far as not only just the talent level, but actually helping everything else in whole. Like them seeing a place that they would never ever be, you know, versus like training for a club team. You know, maybe they always aspire to always want to play.
Mm-hmm.
And then those are the ones that get lost. Like I feel like a lot of the times where like, especially like Messi and Ronaldo, probably were playing in the slums at one point, and
They
they were
were,
kicking a
yeah.
freaking
Kicking a rock in the
kicking a
streets
rock
or
in the
whatever it was.
streets,
Yeah.
you know. And then here comes
Rosario.
Barcelona, comes in and saves them. You know, some little kid that was just balling it up.
That's it.
You know, and those
Recognized it.
what ends up happening is a big club entity just seeing that, and they're like, hey, this is something special. And I
Mhm.
feel like there's a lot of those something special kids. They're out there somewhere.
And then they invest, right? So they invest
Yeah,
in it.
invest in it.
Boom, and look what happens with Messi, with Ronaldo.
Probably one of
There's
the best that can ever do it in the world. You know,
tons
So
of players like that.
I feel like a lot of this place has to do with one is coming together as a whole group, right? Being one club, not like all these separate entities. Just smash it all together. Figure out the name later.
Mhm.
But as long as you can smash it all together, I feel like
That should be the goal. And I get it. They're talking crap right now. They're going to see this when it drops, right? And they're going to talk crap. You're not a coach. You're not this. You're not this. We know certain things about it, but if the goal really is to develop these players, if you care about your kiddos right now, then that's it. If we all care, we all have the same goal. Let's combine it, And I think it would be amazing. So we had Giassi, right? But he's from Hawthorne or wherever, right? And then he comes to CSUB and then he does that. Now he's married to someone from Bakersfield, and that's awesome. So I still claim him as a Bakersfieldian.
Sure, why not?
I'm a big
Heck
Giassi
yeah.
fan. I claim him. But to get a true Bakersfieldian, right? And let's get somebody in MLS. Let's get somebody into Europe, right? And then we're talking about let's get a Bakersfieldian in the World Cup, man. Like let's put this place on the map. And we've had a couple, like Ameriqua, right? Quincy Bald.
Mhm.
There's a few others. I'm missing the names right now.
Camp.
Yeah. Sorry, John. My bad, brother. And a couple other from my day. There's a couple of like 04 to 07ers that went and had a stint. That's good. That's what we want. We want that to keep coming. And
It starts at the youth, though.
yeah,
It starts at that moment. I feel like a lot of these things, and not only that, being a coach, right? I feel like you have to also adapt and educate yourself more. You have to. The
Constantly.
The game changes.
it's changing.
Generations of children change, right? So you have to adapt to what they're doing, right?
Right.
And so now you have to learn to adapt and be a coach. We're not here to. Well, obviously in the youth development side, right? You're trying to gear them to be, and this is what like European does best. Like they have this curriculum that they do when they're young. They do this curriculum all the way through a certain age point, and at a certain age point, then they start to filter these guys. Like, okay, well this guy's a little bit better. Then they start putting him into this way,
Yeah.
And then they start literally building a national team out of this.
Different channels, man.
They're building their club teams literally by whatever they have the whole plethora of children in front of them, versus like people here become like more like, oh, this is all me right here.
Yeah, it's me, right? It's my prodigy.
This is my no. These are
product,
my
yeah.
like best players.
I created him, yeah. Or
So
her.
I kind of feel like just maybe suck up the pride and just be more willing to develop it.
We'll see it one day, man. I hope so. I know I'm not in that world, but I hope so.
Yeah.
That's good. I'd love to see some Bakersfieldians rocking the G again, baby.
Why not?
Game day today. Hoping for a better season, man.
What do you think today's outcome will be?
I think we can beat City. It's New York City. Sorry, not Man City, New York City. Obviously, so I'm a big Galaxy fan, man. I'll give you my history on that. So I was going to games at the Rose Bowl back in the 90s. So I'm an OG G, the way I see it anyways. Big fan, live and breathe. I've been to the last 4 MLS Cups, right? I was there. I was a season ticket holder for 11 and 12, went to both Cups.
There you go.
Went to the Cup in 14, went to the Cup a year and a half ago in 24. You know what I mean?
Didn't you say you went solo?
That was a weird one. So sorry about the family. So the family went with me to all the playoff games. But what happens as teams make it further, the price goes up. Forgive me, I'm just a public servant.
Crazy.
I can only afford one MLS Cup ticket. Luckily, we were already down there for a cheer
Yeah.
comp.
So it kind of worked out.
Yep. Saw my daughter perform on the cheer thing. Your boy hopped in an Uber from Pomona over to Carson. Still LA, I don't care what you say.
Crazy.
To Carson, and I watched the game by myself, and I sat next to some New York fans, bro.
Yes.
Some Red Bulls fans, and it was, little crap talking, but I couldn't miss it, man. I'd been at the prior 3 Cups. I couldn't miss it.
why
dude.
stop now?
Yeah, no, I'm a G. I'll be there. I'd damn near, sell a kidney, bro. Like, I'm a Galaxy fan. Now, World Cup's a different story. $1,300, cheapest ticket for the USA game. There's a problem there, FIFA.
Oh my God, man.
There's a
FIFA's just
problem.
tearing people up with that.
Which brings us to another topic. Since we can't afford to go, we need to work on that viewing party.
Oh,
I think there's a
right.
local chapter of Outlaws.
That's right.
I don't know where they meet now, but let's put something
For
together
sure.
between
100%. Yeah,
let's
if
do
you
a
guys are
viewing
out
party.
there, reach out to us on this post or comment or do
Yeah.
whatever you got to do. But we've been trying to get this connected for a little bit. I remember you were telling me, I think back in December, like, hey, we should start like reaching
Yeah.
out, getting this thing going.
So I know 2 of the USA games are Friday evenings. I believe I didn't look at Mexico. Forgive me. I'm USA first, but I respect Mexico. But we could do both games too, whatever the proximity is, and let's put something together. I threw a viewing party at Crusader Brewing. Shout out to Crusader Brewing. Maybe we can do that again, or if we have another venue.
No, we can figure
it's-
something out.
yeah.
I mean, as far as like maybe just having another business entity that
Yeah.
can host us, and then we can
Mhm.
have everyone show up.
Yeah,
or-
food, drinks, the whole thing.
Yeah.
Right.
we'll probably figure something out.
Yeah.
I think
Let's
that
make it
might
happen,
be.
man. World Cup's coming.
I think this is gonna be a big one. But it's here in the States. So that's kind
Mhm.
of cool.
Yeah, it's gonna
We
be
have a
2
lot of-
hours away.
Be a lot of traction.
We'll be sitting in Bakersfield, unfortunately, watching it instead
True.
in the nosebleeds for 1,300. But we gotta support our teams.
I think so. I think who do you think in the final?
Oh, I think Argentina has another chance. Obviously, we all want USA, Mexico to make it. We have to be
course.
realistic. Obviously, in my dreams, I believe, I get it. We all get it. We got to be realistic. I'd like to see Germany have a run.
Remember the runs back in a couple World Cups ago?
England can just, I'm over that. We stay dominating or tying you and everything, right? You don't have us right now, England. But you know what sucks, man, is the drop off of Italy.
That's crazy. You know, to think about that, like they've qualified on certain times, and it's like, bro, these guys were
the last few cups, dude.
These guys were
they were ballers, right? And then now you miss cups. It's like
what's going on? Something's going on over there.
Because the players are there, the talent's there. It'd be mismanaged. I don't know. I haven't looked into it, but
I don't know. I think it felt like, as far as like just the world's portion of that. I mean, I've always thought South America, Brazil, that kind of stuff, Colombia, their soccer was like always like cool to me.
Oh, it's fancy. It's fancy soccer.
Super fancy.
It's fancy football. Tiki taki.
All right. So like my last question is gonna be, what kind of shoes you're wearing?
Oh, when I ball?
Yeah.
I ain't wearing them right now, obviously. So we'll go back. So when mom and dad were buying my stuff, it was $200 Vapors back in the day. Your boy was in those 6-7 ounces always balling. Now fast forward, wife, kids, I'm on my own. Your boy can't afford two bills, right? So I'm still rocking Nikes, but I just pick up some like $50, $60. I'll rock 2 pairs. So my soccer bag right now, I got 2 pair just in case, because I'm rocking 2 cheaper pair, bro. But I'm a Nike boy, Nike for life. My license plate used to say Nike for 20 years, man. That's all politics aside, I'm a Nike boy.
Nike. Yeah, I think I was raised up wearing Nikes. I had some Creo Vapors at the time, and then it's funny. I had my daughter, and she plays club. She rocks Predators.
The Preds, yeah.
And those things are going to come back with the little fold over top.
Yeah, the old schools. Yeah,
and it's kind of cool. You know, there's always those Copa Mundials too. That are always kind of an OG.
Yeah, good shoes, man.
I feel like the synthetic ones are always pretty decent. Like I feel like they don't absorb a lot of water. They kept always light on your feet. The only thing is during the summer, it's like excruciating hot.
You gotta smuggle those kangaroos in now, still, right?
Oh man, those are still the best leathers out there.
Yeah.
But
amen, man.
If you have anything to say to youth soccer as a whole, what would it be?
I'll just keep on playing wherever it is. Get where you can get. Hopefully, Steve and I can put together the route for you to be able to play. Without spending a bunch of money. Hit up your local PAL program, your local SAL program. We can get you in there. And then the community, hit us up. If your team wants to play, let's play, and we'll help you raise some funds.
Sounds good. Well, thank you so much.
Oh, yeah, bro.
Mr. Ben.
Yeah. Thanks,
for coming out. I think this is pretty like the start of something.
Oh, yeah, good time.
This ain't going to be the first time you're going to be doing this.
No, we're going to work on some things.
I got you on a hook now. So appreciate everything, guys. Stay tuned for more. Follow what is the Instagram handle?
It's KCFC. Yeah, you should be able to find it. It'll have like kind of Bakersfield backdrop, goldish black mountains. You'll see it. They can reach out to you too.
SAL program has an Instagram too, right?
SAL, yeah, East Bakersfield SAL. You can go through there. So one quick thing, we're not backed and affiliated with the department. Liability purposes, I got to throw in that disclaimer. So we are a separate entity. It's a bunch of deputies, and we do get some donations from our union for uniforms and such, which we're going to come to you. But we're not affiliated for liability purposes with the department. Separate entity, just happens to be a bunch of cops.
Sounds good.
I had to throw that out there. Disclaimer.
We'll drop all the information below. Feel free to follow all of them. Like again, thank you again, Ben, for coming out.
Yeah, thanks, man.
And stay tuned for the next one.
Appreciate you.